Delilah from Buffalo Narrows, northern Saskatchewan, launched the Awasisik Indigenous Program at Stollery Children's Hospital with an important value in mind: to facilitate accessible, culturally safe, and equitable health services for Indigenous patients and their families. Operating as the first of its kind in Canada, this revolutionary program has done significant work in Indigenous communities to build and foster relationships of trust, ensuring that kids and families get the help they need in a safe, familiar environment. Sherry and her team provide support in traditional languages, offering ceremonial drumming and smudging, as well as a sacred prayer room on site to support the physical and mental needs of the patients and their families. By putting patients first, the Awasisik Indigenous Program has reduced perceived barriers, marginalization, and lack of information at the acute care level, which has improved access to pediatric services. Thank you, Sherry, and the entire Awasisik Indigenous Health Program team for providing a culturally safe space for Indigenous children and families in the Stollery's backyard.
The patient interactions that I took the most away from were working with teenagers, especially working with vulnerable or marginalized adolescents. I had a strong sense that if you could be a supportive person in their lives, you could truly make a difference in the rest of somebody's life. The way I try to establish a connection with a patient is to really listen to them, find out what's important to them to get out of each visit, and create an environment where it's welcoming, non-judgmental. I came across a chart that in the 2 years before this young person came to the Truth Center, there were 8 or 9 hospitalizations for depression and suicidal ideation. At our last visit, this person was doing fantastically and graduating high school and going on to college. I think those moments are what keep me in this field and keep me getting out of bed in the morning.
I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder when I was 7. It's a really unique disorder, I think. You get really high, really manic, bouncing off the walls, like everything's great, everything's perfect, I don't need medication, all this stuff, and then you drop, and it's like everything is awful. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? I want to be very clear, I would not be sitting here without medication. We need those things to survive. And I think we need to start sitting down and having a conversation about how can we make that accessible to the people that need them. No 7-year-old should feel like they want to commit suicide, and that's what I felt like. I'm 16, I still shouldn't have to think about that. I shouldn't have to think about how am I going to go to college, because how am I going to get the emotional support? How am I going to move out of my house? How am I going to keep a job? I don't really relate to kids my age. I think that comes back to I've had to grow up so much faster, so I have bad knees, my back hurts occasionally, I like knitting. Hi, my name is Bella and I am a 65-year-old woman.
CHRISTUS Cabrini, a Children's Miracle Network hospital, treats more than 48,000 children each year. Funds help our school-based health centers, pediatric therapy center, and neonatal intensive care unit.
When I was first diagnosed, I was 12 years old. My mom contacted the school nurse and she told her about my symptoms, and they screened high school. I thought I would never be able to play basketball again. I was very upset. I told Miss Cindy and them so much things I didn't really mean. Because Miss Cindy helped me do everything. She helps me feel secure. She helps me through like when my sugars are low. And then she helps me when my sugars are high. She helps me when I don't feel like doing nothing. They probably the one that actually, if they didn't screen me, I wouldn't know right now. They helped me to the place I am now.